On today's session,
As we yap.
today's topic will be
Coachella isn't what it used to be.
Coachella has turned from a peaceful event
A simple
to a
event.
little Met Gala. I'm here to talk about it.
From the times of the 2010s to the 2016s, Coachella was simple. It was just a time to be alive during summer, spring break, just
Time
to
to enjoy yourself, time to be alive.
time to be alive. Now it's for showing off outfits.
Now, it's a time to show off your bling,
Your bling, your lifestyle,
to show
your
off your money.
branding, show off your money. It's not at all what it used to be.
Don't get me
Not at
wrong.
all.
I enjoy a good DIY because it's normal. It's fine for people to, DIY stuff.
Duh.
But this year's Coachella is a bit too much. It's not the DIYing, it's execution of the DIY that's much. For example, so many different people are going to Coachella. I thought so many people are going to Coachella these days, and don't get me wrong, we've never been to Coachella. And I don't want anyone coming for us because these are just our opinions and these are just how we feel like. These are the things we feel like talking about because it's all the rage. Hello.
Duh.
Go on TikTok and search Coachella 2026. It's there. However, this year 2026 Coachella has just been so glamorized. It's been more, I don't know what's the word you would use.
It's like it's turned into the type of event where everybody just wants to show off, like you said.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this particular one just reminded all of us what was this really the point of Coachella from the get-go?
To be very honest, you'd ask yourself, what is the point of this year's Coachella? Because we know last time, like in 2010, 2016, people were going to Coachella simply because, if favorite artists are showing up and playing. But now, I think the priority lies in what you're wearing.
Yes.
Back then, obviously, you just throw on a pair of jeans and t-shirt and walk out the house and be like, you're not there for your outfit, you're there for the musicians. People who are coming to sing, right?
That was the highlight of the Bohemian Stars because it was so easy to just throw on
Whatever piece that was on your.
For goodness sake, you're going to a desert, like you're going to sweat.
It's going to be hot.
Everything off.
It wasn't a time for you to think about what dress would you wear. Maybe someone did think about what they're going to wear back then, explicitly they wear this, they wear that. But the vast majority of people weren't thinking outfits; they were thinking vibes, music, entertainment.
What friends are they taking with them? How would they
How are they gonna
camp
get there?
out? Or how would they get there?
Yeah.
Things like that. Whose house were they going to stay in while they go for the weekend? And now that whenever I see anything about Coachella, it's always what are they wearing? What brands are they repping? What brands are taking them?
What makeup they are doing.
Like sometimes I kind of get it, because it's a festival.
And you have to look good. I understand that.
Especially as an influencer where your face is like your brand and stuff. I get
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
A part of me just wonders, I think you missed the mark. You're here for the music, you're here for the vibes, but now you've exactly what you said, you've turned it into a Met Gala type of situation. You are all here, they're all here out there trying to dress up in a particular way, trying to outshine themselves in whatever they wore last year.
Everybody's
Each year
trying to
just
do the
gets
most.
more and more glamorized in their outfits. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely enjoyed almost every single fit that I saw people wear.
Literally,
this
almost
Coachella.
everybody's outfits were really cute.
I can mention my favorites. However, I just wonder the comfort of their outfits
The
was
comfort
missing.
level. The comfort level.
Absolutely
How comfortable are you in
missing.
your jewels?
We all know who we're talking about in that moment, but how comfortable was your outfit? How comfortable were your choices? And I've seen the struggle and the reality behind the glamorized Coachella, and I'm just wondering okay, so for those who actually did plan to go to Coachella for the sake of their outfits, once they get there, how does their outfits affect their actual stay there? Can you sit properly? Can you eat properly? Can you walk around properly? Are you not just so conscious of the outfit that you wore? And secondly, you aren't even the ones that we're here for. We're here for the musicians, so you walking around you are not more important than the musicians that are on that stage. You aren't. I understand the main character syndrome is singing loud in everybody's ears
Yes.
and their heads. I get it. I get everybody likes a little main character moment. I get it. However, once you get there, it's as if you were planning to outdress Justin Bieber. It's like you were planning to outdress Sabrina Carpenter. Like,
how many of them rather, how
of
many of
them.
them didn't walk in there thinking they want to outshine everybody? Or probably not, you didn't walk in there thinking you want to outshine everyone, but to be fair, you want to look your best because a brand is flying you in, you're being paid to stay there. However, you walking around, like, I'm pretty sure you see millions of people in office because everybody's an influencer these days. Everybody's a content creator, everybody's an influencer, right? How many? I bet you, if you walk into the field of Coachella, you would not really see that many casually dressed people. You'd walk in there, see people with their different style outfits, different hairstyles, different. Which not there's nothing wrong with hairstyles, there's nothing wrong with makeup. It's the outfits. People genuinely sit down, think about how much they want to bring for, like, I don't know how long Coachella
Just
is.
3 days.
Just 3 days. But why are you dressed? I have like the wording I want to use. I'm being very careful with my wording because I don't want to offend anyone. And if you end up being offended, I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion. However, I feel like too many people have really carved it in their minds that it's no longer just about the music. It's not about the musician. It's about the fits. Your shoes, your clothes, your tops, your jewels. How many of these would you actually realistically wear ever again after this?
Gosh, that's one thing. After Coachella, go to the thrift stores. I've seen the videos when people go to thrift stores after Coachella. Almost everything the people wore to Coachella is now in the thrift
Just
stores
hanging in a rack.
because you're not gonna wear it again. You're not. And then there's this idea that you can't repeat. I don't know. I had literally not seen anyone repeat the outfits they wore to the previous Coachellas.
No.
At the very least, maybe they will repeat a hat or the shoe, since it was comfortable, it served the looks, whatever, but they'll probably tailor the looks to the shoes that they are going to repeat. But those that don't have to give not really have to, but they give all those things back to the thrift stores.
Or you deconstruct it and make it better for, like,
And
casual
you're
wear.
not going to wear it again. Like, that's the only thing that's on my mind. Like, you spend a lot of money to buy these outfits or to make these outfits, and then you get there, you wear it for 3 days, and then it's like, oh, I'm never going to wear this thing again. I don't have any other reason to wear this thing again. This was so festival. Now I'm going to, like, a brand trip, or I'm walking on the side of the road, I'm going to work, I'm going for a birthday party. It doesn't click instantly that you're
Let
supposed
me
to,
wear
you
the
can
outfit
wear
I
the
wore for
same.
Coachella.
Thank you. Unless you're traveling and you go to, like, some kind of tropical area. Okay, I get that. If you go to a desert area, I also get that. But if you're not going to anywhere like that, you're not going to wear those outfits again. It's actually so hilarious whenever I see, like, POV going to the thrift stores after Coachella week 1.
Yeah.
And then you go and you see all the shoes, or the cowboy hats, or the jewelry, all the, the accessories, the boots, the hats, everything has gone straight back to the thrift stores, which helps another person that wanted those particular items. Maybe it's their everyday clothes. I like that. But it also, like, the consumerism of it all is so strong. Like, the idea that you have to go and get more and more and more of what you actually need and don't need to go to Coachella. You need, like, day 1 outfit, back up for day 1 outfit, day 2 outfit, back up for day 2 outfit, and vice versa.
Yes,
And
yes.
the planning that goes into this, like, we've seen the way that brands pick up influencers to go for these events. I personally like the idea of brands calling on
Flying
influencers.
yeah.
I like that a lot because that's what their job is. They're here to, like, boost your brand products, showcase the brand, help you advertise, things like that. I love that.
Of course,
especially if it's like a clothing brand that flew you out. They're in charge of your entire outfit, and you get to keep everything
or
that you were given.
Brand.
Or a jewelry brand. It's a little weird whenever I see, like, a skincare brand is flying out influencers because, like, they're gonna sweat off every single one of your products. But, like, that's just the reality of it all. Otherwise, I get it. So when you say that brands are flying out influencers, I like that. I do. What I don't like is pulling out those influencers for whatever reason. What, like, you couldn't afford to take on that many people, you had capacity, there was one issue or the other. That's just bad marketing, that's bad business, that's bad planning. I see no reason why you sent out like 50 invites to 50 influencers and then cut them down to like 25. There's something wrong with you. That you're basically telling us now that you don't know how to plan for these things. Couldn't Okay, you rented out like one villa. Mind you, during Coachella, I'm pretty sure that the villas go like this. Everybody wants their
So that
hands.
everybody
Like,
wants to be there.
everybody wants to be there and everybody's paying as much as the price will call to be able to get a place in Coachella, or like a villa or an apartment or an Airbnb
Yeah.
close to or by Coachella. And I get that.
And to be fair, it makes sense why people are renting villas because like nobody wants to be out in the scorching heat for the
The
sake
reality
of
of it all is those that sleep in tents.
Oh my
Gosh,
goodness.
their dedication
That
is
reminds
on a
me.
whole nother level.
That reminds me of I saw this thing on social media. It's the poor people Coachella versus the rich people Coachella.
Oh, right.
My goodness, I was like, whoa, bro, whoa, really? I mean, to be very honest, they are normal. I don't want to say normal people, but people who aren't in the content creating space, people
Yeah.
who aren't in social media light, who just want to get there for a vibe. People walk out of there's all that. Coachella is free in a
It's, I mean, you have
sense.
to
I
buy
mean,
the ticket, but
it's free will. It's free will. If you want
Yeah.
to go to a concert and listen to Beyonce, go ahead. If you want to go to a concert and listen to your favorite artist sing, go ahead. Nobody's stopping you. They're not going to hold your arms back and tell you no, you can't be there. It's fine. It's fine. However, the poor people Coachella versus the rich people Coachella is actually really, really sad.
Extremely.
It's sad and it shows over commercialism at this point. It shows the dynamic in all these things. That's what I'm trying to say. It shows dynamic. The rich people have villas rented out.
Yeah.
You know, the best of the best skincare, best of the best outfits. They're going to vlog every single home and you're gonna see it. Then the poor people are sleeping in tents.
They're taking showers outside.
They're taking showers outside. They probably don't even have like comfort level is probably like down here. It's not even that high. Because how comfortable will you actually really be under the scorching heat? Knowing
Or when
from
it gets
sun-
nightfall and it's like freezing cold.
Yeah, sun up to sundown, you're outside. You sleep in the tent, listen to your artists. When the day's over, you go back in your tent. But meanwhile, there's people that like this in their villas, which is fine because there's no shade to
Their
anybody.
villas,
Because
their
if you're rich,
Airbnbs,
you're rich.
whatever
That's
it is. Their apartments that even live
Yeah.
close by to the
Yeah,
Coachella
you know,
grounds.
If you're rich, you're rich. If you have the money, go ahead. Everybody likes comfort. It's fine. I just thought the whole purpose of that video was just really sad and was a really good reality check
Yeah, it was. It was.
that Coachella isn't all that it's made out to be. And just because you've seen people vlog it doesn't necessarily mean it's that great. Or it could be great. But these are the struggles people have to go through for it. Especially if you're not an influencer, you're not a celebrity.
You have influencer budgets.
Yeah, you're just going there for a time to enjoy yourself, right? And the other people, obviously, it's their job. So they are going to film it, they're going to vlog it, they're going to capitalize the heck out of that. It's just really sad. Because, like, while the influencers are sleeping in villas and under air-conditioned places, normal people are not. It's fine. It's also really fine.
But at the same
Like-
time, in my mind, I'm thinking like Coachella gets bigger and bigger every year, not just by the size of the guests, but also by the size of the musicians that come. You know, because I'm pretty sure the musicians that were coming for Coachella like back in the 2010s and 2016s, where they say
There are more
like,
artists now.
Yeah, exactly. There are
artists
more
now.
artists now. There are more popular artists now.
Yeah.
The really, really popular ones were either using Coachella as like one fun getaway for even them, but now they're like, that's a little below my radar. I would rather go to like wherever place is like more that's going to have like more fans, sold out arenas, you know,
Not to
things like that.
mention the pressure.
Exactly.
The pressure of being a good playing artist. You have to make sure you give the fans what they want because people are don't forget people are paying money for this. So you have to give the people what they want. You have to sing well, dance well, prepare well, your outfits have to eat, your hair has to eat, your makeup has to eat. And then the pressure comes from the people because, like, oh, imagine walking into the concert and your favorite musician doesn't deliver as much as you thought he would.
Exactly.
Ouch.
And then when you keep those things in mind, I personally believe that the showrunners of Coachella, I don't know how many they are, but I want to assume that the planning community has taken into account the fact that there's a lack of amenities provided for those that are on the average category that are not content creators or influencers. I personally enjoy the fact that influencers are now getting recognition for their efforts in a way that makes them be provided for whenever
Yes,
they
are
go to
taken care
Coachella.
of. Yeah.
Yeah. But like every other person shouldn't have to be, left to struggle, left to rot, left to freeze, or left to sweat just because you planned more for the influencers. I feel like there should be like what do they call these things again? Like move like those homes on wheels.
Oh
I've forgotten
yeah.
what they are called.
Yeah.
RVs and the likes. Something like that should be made available. Maybe a specific area that's like for those that live on wheels, they can be able to bring their trucks, and those who want to live in tents can live around their trucks, maybe, as like a safer place so that all together. And then, the security, it should be upped in that area because
Of
I don't know how
course.
safe it would be. I want to pray that it actually is safe for those that are sleeping in tents. Yeah, and then like the showering aspect. I saw that they have like porta potties and the likes, but like the problem with that is I've heard it's not sanitary. People have to bring their own. It's not enough. The showers they take, the
It's never
waters are not
sanitary.
clean. It's not
I hear too many stories about
too
stuff like that,
many.
and that is not sanitary at
I feel
all.
like you should have already planned better for this. Like people are paying money for this. Or are
Absolutely.
you trying to tell me
Absolutely.
now that there's like some kind of segregation in how much money that one pays to go to Coachella? Maybe there's the VIP ticket, the mini VIP, the average, the whatever. Maybe that's the case. And maybe that is why these people don't have the same amount of amenities as even the people like slightly above them, and then the influencers and then the actual celebrities. I get that, but I don't see why they should be segregated like that. Not even segregated, but like left to fend for themselves. Like, calm down. That's a little unfair. And then
And I feel
now,
like
like I said before, the fact that this is just playing in my mind a lot because I'm just like, that's rude as heck for a brand to fly an influencer out
yeah,
and rescind
yeah.
their invites on the grounds of whatever the heck they choose to tell you.
Oh, the girls are uncomfortable. Oh, we missed max capacity. Oh, there's that and there's that. That's
Oh,
just really
sorry, we
sad.
forgot to add your name in those that are
Oh, there
supposed to
was
be
a there
checking
was
in. There was
there
an
was a
issue.
problem.
There
Oh
was
my goodness.
we forgot. God forbid. I hope the brand has
I
never
hope
actually told an
nobody
influencer
says
they
they
forgot.
forgot. That would be really
Oh
tragic.
gosh. But at the same time, like think about this now. If influencers can like go to like restaurants or whatever place and they whatever they give as a review can either taint or boost up a particular business. Now
People,
imagine a brand that rescinds an influencer's,
right?
rights
Or
or no, their invitation,
invitation.
thank
Yeah.
you. And the influencer just has nowhere to go again. Either they can't pay for themselves to go, or they eventually go for them by themselves, or they just decide, you know what, it's just not worth it.
I mean, like,
They
to
were
be
only going
fair,
to go because this brand chose for them to go, but now that they've rescinded their invite, they're like, I'm just not going to go.
like, you'll be
What about that?
embarrassed. You'll be embarrassed.
What
Like,
would
what
that
the heck?
influencer say to the rest of the world? They are going to tell them the truth.
They were supposed to
And
go to
like,
Coachella, but now they aren't because the brand took away their invitation.
and then those that tell them that their fans like ride or die for them, what the heck are they gonna do? They're just going to be like, nobody does that to my stand. Like, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to buy from your products. Realistically,
No,
they might. They will still definitely buy, but like they
but
will
yeah,
probably like try to show that level of loyalty. And you want to
yeah,
risk that? Why don't you
yeah.
plan
To
better?
be fair, this is no shade to the brand.
Mm.
This is no shade to the brand
We
or
didn't
any
mention any
brands.
brands,
No shade
but
to any brands
you
who
know
did that.
yourselves.
This is no shade to any brands who did that. That's is it's fine. Things happen. Life happens. It's fine. It's not your fault. However, the amount of people talking about it is actually really, really sad. Imagine people coming online and saying, "Oh, they were supposed to go to Coachella, but now they didn't." Here's why. I remember watching a video about this dude. He said that the girls were uncomfortable because he was a guy. Like, there would be other guys in the villa with them, and the females emailed the brand. And they told them, oh, they'd be uncomfortable because guys would be staying with them in the villa, even though they would still be staying in separate rooms. I just thought that, like, wow, people don't know how much influence influencers have. Like, you don't know how much power these guys have. Like, they actually have a lot of quote unquote power. Not as much as like A-list celebrities and stuff. Let's be minded now. Let's be guided now. However, influencers who have certain power of their own. What do you mean? I could just talk on blast about this particular restaurant, and now my fans are not going to follow that restaurant. My fans are not going to eat from that restaurant simply because I spoke about it. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, what? You guys really like hold me in such high regard? That's nice. However, it's just it's the audacity. Like, what do you want the brands? The brands will now have to. Okay, like, I guess in another situation you could provide a housing situation for the boys.
I would have preferred that.
Isn't that's supposed to be right? That's supposed to be right. Unless maybe they reach their budget.
I say this again. You invited them. You know, not many, like, they didn't reach out to you. They didn't beg you. Could you house me in your villa when you're hosting the... No, you sent them an invite. Therefore, you have a responsibility to
take care of them,
their shelter, their food, their transportation, whatever it is that comes with the amenities of going there by a brand invite. And then you want to rescind instead of just look for somewhere else they are going to stay. Excuse me.
Like, this year's Coachella has just been very messy. A lot of people have a lot of things to say about the outfits, the people, the treatment. Compared to last year's own, this year is still problematic. And it's so messy. But back then, the only good things I'd hear about Coachella was, oh, it was fun. It was a great time. It was a vibe. They got to hear their favorite musicians sing live. They got to enjoy time with their friends. Like, imagine looking forward to this one time in the year.
Yeah.
You're looking forward to it. I mean, now that I think I say this, now it makes a lot of people go all out. But I'm like, don't allow the fashion brain to taint what Coachella actually is. Coachella is a time for you to understand, or rather not understand, but it's a time for you to
relax
and enjoy your favorite musicians live.
I think people forget that Coachella is not just Coachella.
It's a festival.
It's a festival.
A music festival. Not a fashion festival.
Not a fast. Thank you. It's not a granted. As the fashion girly that I am, I absolutely loved every outfit. I said this before. I loved a lot of the outfits that I saw this year. It was really amazing. I loved especially the DIY ones because I love a good DIY. I love a good DIY. But like, I feel like the amount of effort put into these things really reminded people of the good old days of Coachella. It's not what it used to be.
It wasn't this problematic.
It wasn't this problematic. It wasn't this high end. It wasn't so like fixated upon like everybody is now thinking about Coachella like they want to go there next year. They're gonna be there next year. They're gonna wear this next year. Like, they didn't like the outfits they wore this year, so they want to go to do even more come next year. Coachella week 1 or week 2 ends and people are already thinking, I think I'm gonna buy this for next year's Coachella. If I buy it now, then I can wear it then. Like,
to be fair, there's nothing wrong with saving for Coachella because it's not free.
No,
you need money.
I get it.
It's fine. You need money to take care of yourself, your whole well-being there during that time. It's fine. However, the amount of money that goes into all of this shouldn't be
the focus.
It shouldn't be the focus. The focus should be a time to enjoy yourself, a time to be alive. I feel like people have just really missed the mark. We've all forgotten what exactly Coachella stands for. Coachella is a time to enjoy yourself. Enjoy your songs.
A good summer festival for the music.
Yeah.
Honestly, now that I think about it, the next Coachella, I honestly wonder if people will put in... Because now they've started a momentum. I like that and I don't like that at the same time.
It's the same reaction at this point.
I feel like there should have been a better event. Yeah. I feel like there should have been a better event where people can now showcase their outfits other than like New York Fashion Week and the likes, where people can show off these outfits that they plan to wear at Coachella, so
Maybe
that
there should
Coachella
be.
can come back to be something a little more simple,
Yeah.
exactly what it was supposed to be, a festival, you were
Yeah.
saying.
I feel like maybe, to be fair, maybe they should go and do like an influencers Met Gala. You know, Met Gala is for the celebrities and whoever they want to invite, like that. Fine, sure, A-list people. But maybe they should do like a separate one for the influencers. That way, whatever bling you want to wear, whatever outfit you want to show off, you can wear it there. Just saying, I feel like there already is influencer awards and stuff, all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah,
like, still,
but I
they should
understand what
possibly
you
make
mean.
a
That
whole
way it
big
gives
event for
them.
like the influencers, like for their own Met Gala. I really feel like that would be great. That way, nobody has to bash you for wearing jewels to Coachella. Yeah,
I get that a lot, especially because if that will give them a platform to wear the things that they want to wear and to
to be valid.
showcase their outfits. Because there are a lot of what do they call them again, like fashion influencers that
Yeah,
I would love to see in something like that, and that gives them an opportunity to, like I said, make Coachella simple again, make Coachella more of a festival again, like. At this point, what do you want people to do? Like, people are there for the music, they're there for the food trucks, they're here for the vibes, they're here for the experience. But if you keep turning it into something that a lot of people feel like um
just do or
they
die.
do or die to dress a certain type of way. They are incapable of dressing up. They can't meet up to these standards that people have set. Because I want to assume that obviously there's a bar for how much certain influencers can afford to make their outfits a certain type of way, and those who just can't yet make their outfits a certain type of way. You know, like the coming up influencers that don't yet have that type of budget or things like that, or access to this type of brands, money, thrifting, ideas, whatever it is that they
Yeah.
need. Like really up and coming ones who want to use Coachella as an opportunity to boost themselves one way or another. Like, can we make Coachella just about the content again as opposed to the outfits? I don't
Can
know.
we talk
I feel
about?
like there's
Can
a
we make
different
it?
way to do it.
Can we make it more about the musicians who are going to see and
Yes,
enjoy,
please.
rather than the outfits you're going to wear and the blisters you probably get? Anyway, I feel like people people just overdo stuff. People overdo stuff, you
Mhm.
know. So all I'm just trying to say is, do you, girl, but at the same time, be mindful. We're all just forgetting the point these days, and it's good. A good reminder goes a long way. A good reminder goes a long way,
It's really like what you said about the reminder. Like, I like the fact that everybody's now really comparing what Coachella used to be
as opposed
about.
to it back then. Yeah.
I love this. I love this so much because it's true. And for those of us who've never even been to Coachella, it reminds us of why we wanted to go in the first place. We wanted to go for the vibes that the 2010s, 2016s, 18s, and whatever was setting, you know. But like this particular type of Coachellas that we've seen so far has mostly been like a deterrent. So you're telling me before I go to Coachella, before I think of going to Coachella, as somebody who's never been to Coachella, I have to take on my outfits. I
Yeah.
have to save quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
I need to prepare myself. I need to look for an Airbnb. I need to make sure I don't go alone.
The
I need
image
to
they are
like,
setting, the image they are setting for us is like, oh, mainly, in other words, Coachella is for the influencers.
yeah,
Coachella is for you to show
for
off,
the A-listers, for the
show off
celebrities.
your outfits. And I feel like that's just not Coachella anymore. That's
Mhm.
just an influencer parade. That's just an influencer festival. Anyway,
I guess this really does say exactly what you meant. Like, this now gives people an opportunity to create a festival or fashion or whatever for the influencers,
influencers.
for those who really want to do all this, so that we can desensitize
That way to be
audience
valid
for,
and accepted.
yes. Because it's true, like what you just said just really clicked in my head now. Like, if they gave them an opportunity to dress the way that they wanted to, you can like bring Coachella back to what it's supposed to be, center Coachella back on what it
Make it fun
always used
again.
to be, make it fun again, make it lively, simple, that type of vibe, and then the influencers can now have a place where they can do all that. I really think that's a campaign. Go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Suggestions.
I don't know who wants to do that, but we want to see that.
Anyways, thank you for tuning in to this week's podcast episode 3. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.